Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Thunder, and today we're going to be working on fixing some bugs for our project and also adding in weapon muzzle flashes for our weapons. That's something I forgot to do on the graphics improvement video, so we're going to be doing it on this one. The reason I did not go through and put it in the next main video that we will be doing is because the next video is going to be the building system, and it's already going to be from 40 to 50 minutes around that time. So I don't want to make videos too long. I'm trying to keep them on the 30 minutes, but sometimes it just gets way too hard to keep them under that time because I'm not just coding, I'm also explaining things, and it's kind of hard to keep it on 30 minutes. So, but I don't want to make videos an hour long. So what we're going to be doing is just it's some separate video for fixing bugs and basically adding in the weapon muzzle flashes. Okay, the bug that I want to fix in concrete is the when we unequip our weapon. So when we have a weapon equipped, so it's on our hands, and we drag it out from our hotbar or change it from there, it basically stays equipped. Doesn't function, but it stays equipped. That's not supposed to happen. So let's go ahead and fix that. First, open your inventory manager on Visual Studio, and where's drag and drop? We're gonna go to drag and drop if from that data. Okay, so here we're gonna add one more check. Okay, so first, if unequip. Okay, unequip weapons if they're from slots. Okay, so we're gonna do if from that data is not equals null. Actually, what we're gonna do is from that weapon equipped. Yeah, weapon equipped weapon. Okay, I'm gonna have to go into slot and check what the name of it is. It's supposed to be. Oh, okay, I see. So we're not keeping a reference in our slot. So what we're gonna do is, where is it? Go to the slot class right here. Yes. And whenever we drag and drop, so try use, yeah. So go all the way up, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a public weapon, and we're gonna name it weapon equipped. Then we're gonna go to our weapon script. So let me quickly find it here in Unity. Okay, I'm gonna pause a bit. Okay, it's almost done. And there we go. So let's search up the weapon script. Open it. And where does it says slot is equipped on? Right there. So on equip, go to the equip function. So just keep scrolling until you find it. Okay, should be all the way down actually. Okay, right here. So right after this, in equip, we're gonna do slot is equipped on that weapon equipped equals this. And whenever we unequip it, we are going to do right before doing slot equipped on equals null. Actually, we're gonna change this to be above game object that's set active. And then over here, before setting the slot is equipped on to null, we're gonna do slot equipped on dot weapon equipped equals null. All right, so next thing on inventory manager, go back to it, and where it says from that data over here, from the if from dot weapon equipped is not equals null, then we're going to go ahead and do from dot weapon equipped dot unequip. So, and now we're going to do the same thing for 2. If 2 dot weapon equipped is not equals null, then 2 dot weapon equipped dot unequip. Alright, so let's go ahead and compile it and just check if it works. Again, this is a pretty annoying bug, and that it's literally breaking the entire game because it's not supposed to work like that, the inventory system. So we gotta fix it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my rifle. Okay, this is our 2 bullets. Okay, so I have it equipped. If I drag it over here, you can see it's not equipped anymore. Same thing, let's equip it. And I'm gonna drag the bullets here. It's not equipped anymore, as you can see. So there we go, we have this fixed. Now there's one thing I do wanna check. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot. Then I'm gonna reload and deactivate it, see what happens. So if I hit R and then just, unequip it. Okay, yeah, it's still reloading. So over here we're gonna have to go back and to our weapon script, actually go to weapon script, and where it says unequip, before setting the game object active inactive, we're gonna do is reloading equals true, and equals false, sorry. And same thing, we're gonna do has taken out equals false. So that's pretty much 3 bugs we have fixed right now. So now it should actually work as intended, and we should be able to reload again and use our weapon if we unequip it while reloading. So let's go ahead and do this. Also guys, I know this might be annoying to just work on, like fixing bugs, but that's a part of game development. So let's go ahead and shoot. And I unequip it. There it goes. So as I was saying, that's just a part of game development. If you want to make a good product, a polished product, you're going to have to take some time to fix bugs. You have no idea how many times I've had to just take an entire day or 2 days out of my time to just fix bugs in my game. Actually, more than that, I had to take 2 weeks once. I had a super annoying bug that wouldn't happen all the time. It would only happen on some cases. It was almost impossible to track down. It took me 2 weeks to track it down. But thanks to the people in my Discord, if any of you are seeing this, thanks a lot for reporting it and giving info on it. But thanks to people of the games Discord, they actually helped me find the bug, and I finally could fix it. But it took me 2 weeks. 2 weeks of just going through code, testing things out, and trying to find the cause of it. The hard thing about bugs is not just actually fixing it, it's more finding what's causing it. That's the hard part about fixing bugs, because once you found what causes it, it's pretty simple to fix if you have the knowledge. So just keep that in mind. This is a part of game development. You're making a game, things are gonna get broken and you're gonna have to fix them. That's how it works. But let's get back to the video. So now this is done. So next thing we're gonna do is we're going to go ahead and add weapon muzzle flashes. So right here, where my cursor is at, right here, there should be some muzzle flashes. Nothing's happening, so we're gonna go ahead and fix that. But first, I wanna make sure that, is there some fire effect or something like that? Fireworks. Okay, we got some particles over here. You don't have to do what I'm doing right now. I'm just doing this to test it. Okay, I see. So here's what we're gonna do. Go to your player. Alright, first of all, let's do something that we should have done on the first tutorial. Go to your prefabs and drag your player over there. Why are we doing this? Because if by any reason we mess anything up over here, we can always drag out the prefab and we have a new player, So just keep that in mind. Now, next thing is going to be going to your player. Go into your player and go into your weapons. We're gonna start by doing it to the M4. Now, what we're going to do first, I'm gonna go ahead and deactivate the canvas. This is not necessary, but it's just to be able to see over here. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. And then on the M4, select anything below M4 animator. So any of these parts. Then go to the animation tab. If you don't have it, just go to these three dots, add tab, animation. That's it. So we're gonna go to animation tab and just move it around a little on the idle. So click here, go to M4 idle. Move it around a little just to position it there, then go to project, and now don't go to animation again for now. The reason I'm doing this is because if I select something outside the animator, it's not going to change back to its default position, but if I do it in animation, it will actually do it. So we need to keep it like that just for the muzzle flashes. Alright, next thing, I'm going to click on the weapon. So click on the model. And then, okay, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Right inside M4-PBR or whatever your model is named, if you're using the models I left in the description of the weapon tutorials, then you're all good. Otherwise, just find your weapon model and right click on it, and we're going to do, I believe it's in effects, particle system. Okay, so this is the first thing we're going to have to do. So first of all, I'm going to stop it. Just see if I can move this around. Okay, I can. Alright, what we're going to do is make sure that this is right in the barrel. So I'm going to move it over here. So sideways it should be there, and yeah, it's almost perfect there. And in my case, you see this blue arrow? We're going to have to have that one facing forward. So let's go ahead and rotate it. Yep, that's good. Alright, next thing we're going to do. So, okay, for this, I am going to be taking a look at my own project because I honestly don't remember the values. So, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick look at that in my PC, and I'll show you guys in a moment. Okay guys, I have my settings loaded up already in my PC. I'm going to be looking back and forth just to make sure that everything's correctly. So, just keep that in mind. Now, down here, select your particle system. First, we're going to call it Muzzle Flash. Then, down here on duration, we're gonna be doing 0.5. Loop is going to be deactivated, so no looping. Then on start lifetime, instead of 5, we are going to be doing 0.1. The next value is going to be 0. Start rotation will be 0, and this one, flip rotation, will be 0.5. Now, next, what we're going to be doing is the start color, we're going to leave it like that. Gravity modifier is going to be 0, simulation space local, and now simulation speed is at 1, scale local, play on awake. Okay. So we're going to be removing play on awake. And the next thing where it says, I believe, emitter velocity, we're going to do a transform. We're going to do about 1000, although we're not going to need it. And we are going to be auto randomizing the scene. Ring buffer mode, let me just check. Alright, so we're going to leave this just how it is. Okay, next, let's go into emission. Just gonna check it over here. Okay, so right here is rate over time. We're gonna be doing 1. Then over here, we are going to be doing, just click the plus arrow and leave it like that. Alright, then click on shape and let's see what we are doing right here. So on shape, we're gonna be doing, the first value is gonna be 25, so that's good. Second one, 0.01. Third one, it's 1, and the other one, we're gonna leave it at 360, but the spread is 0. Okay. Now over here on non-texture, here's what we're gonna do. Click on this, and then just look up fire. This should be on your Unity standard assets. If you didn't do that, go ahead and watch the, I believe it was the making the world tutorial, where I explain all of it. So now double click on this. Let's hit, yeah, as you can see, we're already doing it. So it's not looking that good, but we'll get to that in a moment. Actually, I'm gonna try something else. Deselect this, and then let's lock the inspector. So lock it, and we're gonna search in here fire and particle fire, firework. Okay, fire mobile. So I'm gonna unlock the inspector for a moment because I want to see which material they're using. So yeah, glow, this is what I need. So they're using particle glow material. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna hit discard changes. Okay, we're gonna do another thing. So particle fire. Okay, go back to assets and make a new folder. Call it BFX, and now in here we're gonna create a material, and we're gonna call it Muzzle Flash. Then over here where it says albedo, click on the dot and search up fire. I'm not sure if this will work, so we just gotta test it. Again, I'm not good with particle systems, so go down and click on renderer where it says default dash particle system. Drag your muzzle flash in and let's see how it looks. Okay, obviously I clicked the animation. Okay, it's not looking that good. Okay, I don't know what that was. Okay, so it's not looking that good, but what we're gonna do is select muzzle flash material. Where it says opaque, we're gonna do cutout. Now let's see how it looks. Okay, that's not working. Cutout, and on alpha, we are gonna drag this all the way down. Okay, not all the way down. Okay, cutout's not working. Fade. Let's try fade. Okay, that's just not gonna work. Opaque. Alright, well, we're gonna revert this back to the other one. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna be doing that. I'm gonna take a quick look at the material in my project, figure out how to transfer it here because I'm not using the same render pipeline, and I'll get back to you. Alright guys, so here's what we're gonna do. Select your muzzle flash, go to standard, and then we're gonna select unlit, and we're gonna do transparent cutout. Okay, so alpha cutoff, I don't know what exact value we should do here, so we're just gonna have to test it. Let's go ahead and do a restart. It's not working, so just bring it all the way down and see what happens. So restart. Okay, not working. Go back to muzzle flash, and we're gonna be doing unlit again, but this time we're gonna try texture. Okay, that's not working. Unlit, transparent, unlit, color. Okay, never mind, that's even worse. Well, we're gonna leave it at how it was. So pretty much we're gonna leave it as standard. So go ahead and do standard. Then we are going, let me check if we can do this. Okay, that's not working. So over here we're gonna do transparent. That's the first thing. Alright, well, this, okay, I know what's going on. Okay, never mind. Forget all of that we just did. So let's first find our fire. Okay, particle fire. Alright, so fire cloud. Let me see what this one does really quick, because okay, this is just a effect. Well, we're gonna try this over here on muzzle flash. So select your muzzle flash and drag this one here. Now let's hit restart. Okay, that doesn't look that bad actually, and it has the fire effect. I'm gonna give it a darker tint, so select the material and select the color, and let's try and restart. Well, that seems decent, I guess. Now we gotta make it so it actually plays when we shoot, because right now we're not doing anything. But first, let's go back to assets effects, and we're gonna drag the muzzle flash in here. So here's what you gotta do next. Going to, again, M9, I'm gonna deactivate the M4 for now, and then go into M9, you activate it. Okay, where is the actual M9? Okay, then again, select your weapon right here, and then just drag muzzle flash into it and place it where it should go. I'm just gonna give it a 0-0 position. Okay, let me just select it. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a 0, 0, 0, and then just drag it here. And first of all, make sure here it says local. If it doesn't, if it's like this, just click on it. And then make sure that the blue arrow, so the Z axis, is facing out of the barrel. So I'm gonna rotate it 90 degrees. If you're wondering how I'm doing this by steps, just hold Control. That's it. Okay, so now just make sure that it's placed right. So make sure, look at it from every angle. Because as you can see, perspective is a really tricky thing. But yeah, that's pretty good right there. Okay, I'm gonna do the muzzle flash placing off camera. You guys can go ahead and do it, and then just keep on going with the tutorial. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright guys, so I already placed them for all my weapons. I'm just gonna go ahead and deactivate them for now. And next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and edit our weapon script. And on shooting, well, first let's go all the way up, so to our variables, and right about here below is automatic, we're gonna make a public particle system, and we're gonna call it muzzle flash. Muzzle flash, there we go. Save it, and then we're gonna go to our shoot functions. We're gonna do it in this one first. So right after our raycast, we're gonna do if muzzle flash is not equals null, then we're going to do muzzle flash dot play. Alright, then we're gonna add one more thing, so else, and we're gonna debug that log an error, just so in case you guys forget, that's what's going on. Else debug dot log muzzle flash is not assigned. Okay, it's not assigned. Alright, and actually we're gonna do log error. Well, you know what, let's do log warning. So there we go. Now we're gonna copy this, and we're gonna also paste it over here after the 4 in our shotgun. So on shotgun shoot, just paste it right there, and that should be it. Now we're gonna go back to Unity. Then you can see already the muzzle flash reference right here. Now guess what? Just drag it in. So select your weapon, find the muzzle flash, and drag it into there. Then again, same thing. Go to the M9, select it, drag the muzzle flash right there, and same thing for the M4. Okay, so let's go ahead, first save it, hit play. Okay, I need to reactivate my canvas. So if you did that too, go ahead and reactivate it. And now let's hit play. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up the M4 and bullets, and we're gonna go ahead and shoot, see what happens. Oh, way too much. Way too much. So what we're gonna do is pretty much select the muzzle flash prefab, and on scale we're gonna do 0.25 on X, Y, and Z. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay. So if we go over here, pick it up, let's test it now. But that's a lot better. But as you can see, we have an issue, and that is that it's getting played, and it's way too big still. So we're gonna give it a size of 0.1. So just copy it and paste it on both, on 3. And then that's an issue with the material, which is additive. So here's what we're gonna do. Right click over here and do select material. Then we are going to find, do we have any muzzle flashing here? Okay, we don't. Okay, soft particle factor, render Q from shader, geometry alpha test transparent. Alright, well, let's check what we can do here. So we're gonna go click right here, then we're gonna go legacy shaders. I believe it's particle systems, or is it particles? And we are gonna use, I believe, let me see which settings I have on here. So transparent additive. Okay, well, we're gonna use alpha blend. Could that do it? Let's just activate the M4 and test it out. Okay, restart. Okay, that's a lot better. If it's not showing the, okay, it's showing that, so alpha blend's not gonna work, so let's test another one. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna test it on my own, find the good settings, and then I'll show you guys. Just not to make the video longer for stupid reasons. So I'll see you guys. Alright guys, so I already fixed it. The issue was that this hadn't, the background hadn't been taken off. I already took it off, so it should be good. Now I'm gonna leave you guys this texture on the description. You just have to download it and it should be good. So now select your muzzle flash, go all the way down over here where it says particle without fire cloud. If it's closed, just click on it, and then over here just drag the material, the texture I left for you guys, and you can see that it's already looking normal. It's not with the black background, so that's a good thing. Now we're gonna select the prefab, so this prefab right here in VFX, and we're gonna give it a size of like about 0.7. Let's try that one. So let's give it on both, and now see how it looks. If I restart it, okay, way too big. So 0.2. We're gonna do 0.2. Let's go ahead and do that. Muzzle flash, restart. That seems about right. So let's test it. Deactivate your M4 first of all, and hit play. We're going to see how it looks. Okay, sorry. Alright, so I'm gonna pick up the M4. I'm gonna pick them all up just to test it out. So let's go ahead and, okay, where's the chunk? Right there. So I'm just gonna drag them all here and test the muzzle flashes. Yeah, that looks decent. Now there's one more thing we have to do. Okay. Alright, first of all, notice how every time we're shooting, it's actually looking weird. So it's the same. It's actually the same. It's not rotating. So we are going to do that. Alright, so over here, go to survival game tutorial. Well, sorry, to Visual Studio. And right on here, we're gonna do muzzle flash dot start rotation equals random dot range, and we're gonna do 0,360. Then save it. Again, copy this and paste it on the normal shift function right here. Just make sure that is before play, because otherwise it's gonna look really weird. And don't worry about this that it says it's obsolete. Just forget about it. Start rotation properties deprecated. Use main that start rotation. Okay, that doesn't really matter. It will work although it's deprecated. Okay, start rotation multiplier. Well, maybe we should use that one, but let's just test it if it works. we'll leave it like that. Alright, so let's pick everything up again. And I'm pretty sure this is where I already got way too long, but doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's test it out. As you can see, it's actually rotating now, so that's a good thing. Let's test it for a shotgun. So first and second, same thing over here. So that's a good thing. Okay guys, sorry, I had to stop the video for a while, but as I was saying, it's looking better, but it still doesn't look fully great because basically the muzzle flash effects are one on top of each other. So the last one hasn't stopped playing yet, and then the other one comes on top. So we're gonna go ahead and fix that. Go ahead and hit here, and we're gonna add muzzle flash dot stop. Again, we gotta do it for this one and for the shotgun shoot too. Just remember that any changes you do in one function, if you also want it for the shotgun, you gotta do it on both functions. Okay, there we go. Let's go back. Alright, let's hit play and see how it looks. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the M4 and the bullets. Now let's go ahead and I don't know why. Maybe it's just that I see it like that. But still looks kind of weird. That's because it's not transparent. Let's see if we can make it transparent. So muzzle flash, select any of the muzzle flashes, go all the way down to the material, and let's see if we can actually, it's cut out, multiply, alpha cutoff. So click on the HDR color right here, and down here we're going to lower it so it's more transparent. Let's go ahead and see how okay, that's way too transparent. So let's go back to it, material, we're gonna up it a little. Let's try 170. Still not quite there yet. Let's use 120. Okay, that looks way too transparent. Alright, this is gonna be a little bit of trial and error. If you want to just keep watching and wait until I actually find a good value, it's up to you. Okay, that seems better, I guess. Still notice like it's not the right amount yet. Alright, well, let's try 141. Let's do 130 and try it out. 130. Although you should find a good effect that can be turned into transparent. So yeah, that might be the problem, but let me see if they have any, if this material has additive cutout. Let's try it with additive. Let's go ahead and try that. That's way too much. So additive won't work. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video, find the good settings for it, and then I'll show you guys. Okay guys, I just found the right configuration. So you're gonna go here and make it transparent. I think that one looks pretty good. Camera fading. Should I add some distortion? Use a grab pass and normal map to simulate reflection. Let's go ahead and add that. Let's see. Oh, never mind, disable that. So yeah, just disable that. As you can see, when we shoot, it looks kind of white, but a little different. But that looks a lot better than the other. That already looks a lot better by itself. I'm gonna pause and go ahead and fix and just flip book frame bending, soft particles, fade out quality error when it gets close to surface of objects reading into. Okay, what we're gonna do is select the color. We're gonna make it a little bit yellowish, like that. Just put it all the way there. That should give it a more orange color to it, so it feels more like an actual muzzle flash. Again, this is all personal preference. I'm just showing you how I do it, because I get that not everyone knows the exact values to play around with. Not even I know them. That looks much better. I'm gonna leave it like that. So yep, that's gonna be it. And that's it for this tutorial, guys. As you can see, we fixed a lot of bugs. This actually looks a lot better now. Although I do recommend you actually go to the asset store and download some free muzzle flashes, or just buy some of them if you're actually better. This is some pretty basic stuff that comes in Unity, and most of the assets from standard assets are from way back into 2015, 2014, which means their quality is not the best. So that's my recommendation, but again, it's up to you. That's your decision. I'm gonna leave it here for this tutorial, and next tutorial is gonna be the building system. We're gonna be doing a basic building system where you can place items down, boxes, walls, and stuff like that around to make an actual base. So that's gonna be it for the video, guys. If you guys did like the video, please consider subscribing, comment down below, and leave a like. It's really appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Something really quick, guys. I'm recording this days after having recorded the fixing bugs tutorial, basically the tutorial we're on right now. So you're going to see some new code in the inventory, but don't worry about it. First of all, there is a bug where when we drag and drop something to stack it. So let's say our max stack is 10, and we have 2 rocks on one stack and 3 on the other. If we drag them, nothing happens. That only works if one stack is 10 and we drag it to a stack of like 2. That's because I basically forgot about this. Also, thanks Jots, I think is how you say it, because he was the one to point it out in Discord. So we're going to go ahead and fix that. Go into your inventory manager on the drag and drop function. Again, yeah, some spoiler of the future tutorial you're going to be seeing. And right here where it says stacking on the else, where it says if from that data that is stackable, right after this if right here, basically we're gonna copy, actually no, we're gonna do else, and all we're gonna do is from dot clean, and then we're going to do, actually yeah, that's good, sorry guys. But before doing from dot clean, we're gonna do 2 dot stack size plus equals. Okay, just give it a second. Yep, plus equals from dot stack size. Then from dot clean, and we take from dot update slot and 2 dot update slot. And there we go, that should be fixed. I'm just gonna go ahead and test it really quick. Just give it a second. Okay. Alright, just let it go. Okay, let's go ahead and test it. In order to test it, again, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to duplicate my dropbacks. Actually, no, I'm not going to duplicate my dropbacks. I'm just going to hit play because we have the farming system, so we can just farm it, throw it to the floor, and then pick it up. Okay, I'm just going to get my hatchet. Okay, that's the box. Hatchet. There we go. Gonna go ahead, farm some stuff. Also, don't worry about it, the add item function, so whenever we get items, it does work, so it's all good, or at least it should. Well, actually, I'm gonna have to do it manually. I'm just gonna manually change this slot. Gonna make it stones. Give it a stack size of like 4. Also, my stack size is 50, so we're actually testing what happens. Okay, well, alright, this slot is not gonna update because we have to drag something to it. There we go. And we're gonna go ahead and just test it. Yep, there we go, it works. Also, we're gonna fix the fact that our hatchet is actually swinging. So let's go to weapon, and we're going to go to the swing function. So it should be okay. Update aiming. Okay, swing, and we're gonna add, or we have a reference to player. Yes, player.windowhandler.inventory.open. So on the swing functions, just do that, and that should be it. Should be fixed. Let's go ahead and test it. Alright, let's equip it, and yep, if we click, it doesn't swing. So it's all good. And also, as you can see, same thing happens with the M4. If we try shooting, nothing happens. So that's pretty much it. I'll leave you guys with the outro, which should be the next thing coming up. I don't know, still haven't edited the video. So okay, I'll see you guys. Okay guys, sorry, something else I wanted to point out. So it was actually Jock, the one that said this. He said that he would have liked for the game to be a medieval game. The reason I'm saying this is I just want to let you guys know you have the full code basics to make any type of survival game you want. It could be a medieval game, it could be just something like Stranded Deep or The Forest. Well, not like The Forest because we still haven't added tree chopping, but we'll be doing that pretty soon. Actually on the next tutorial, I believe. Okay, never mind. In 2 tutorials from this one. So that's what happens when you record 2 or 3 tutorials on one sit. But as I was saying, you can basically make any type of game you want. If you want to make something like a medieval game, all you have to do is basically just don't make any weapons, any fire weapons. Just make melee weapons, switch out the models and animations, put your own, like a sword model, animation, all of that. And you could even use this same system for a bow or a crossbow, although it wouldn't be an actual physical bullet. So that is something that would mess it up, but you know. But you pretty much have a pretty good basics to make a medieval game or any type of survival game you want. Because we're going to be adding swimming pretty soon. Well, pretty soon for me, not for you guys. Sorry. But we're going to be adding swimming also. So you guys are basically going to be able to move from islands if you want to make islands or lakes or anything like that. You can make it. Okay? This is fully modular. You can adapt it to anything you want. And now I'll shut up and let you guys finish the video.